You're going to look right here, right
Okay,
there.
gotcha.
Hey guys, it's
Okay.
me, Pinky of Pinky Knows Naples / powered by Remax Dream. I have to disclose that. They want me to disclose it. So
I understand.
yeah, so I am here with a very special guest. Super excited to be interviewing the fabulous, should we just call you MB?
MB.
Mayor Bill of Naples. And we're getting started a few minutes late because we were chit-chatting so much beforehand.
Well, we were.
We have a lot in common.
We do.
We do. We have
But
Cleveland.
it isn't age.
No, it's not age. You look better than me, I think.
I don't think so.
I think so.
All right. We'll leave it there.
We'll leave it there.
That works.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me. So Mayor Bill, we were talking about our things that we have in common, and one of the things is Cleveland. There's a lot of Cleveland people in Naples.
Well, there are a lot of Cleveland people in Naples. As a matter of fact, we have a lot of Midwest.
A lot of Midwest, yes.
Yeah. And but we were talking about in common is the fact that I'm a Buffalo Bills fan and you're not.
Yeah, that's not in common. No. That's not how that rolls.
It isn't. But then again.
That's okay. That's okay. We all have to like each other's,
Well, we
teams because that's what makes it fun.
We have to respect them anyway.
Yeah, do you
don't have to like
do you
them.
do fantasy football?
No, I don't do fantasy football. I tried that once and then decided that
It wasn't for you.
Well, it's too much work.
It's
I mean, it's
work.
not like just crossing, picking dots and
I
dotting I's.
I
you
know.
Really, I have friends that absolutely they can't wait, and they're looking at the stats and the whatever and who they're picking.
Yeah, you'd want to know who that is. It's the guy that sleeps in the bed with me.
Right.
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
husband. He's the one over there. Like his big draft is this weekend.
Oh my
so
gosh, yeah.
so you know how that goes.
Yeah,
so
I have nephews and for that are just so into it. They absolutely can't wait for the season to start.
it's a big deal.
Yeah,
It's
it
a big deal. So so we're talking with Mayor Bill this morning, guys. Thanks for joining me. And talking about family, you have 5 children, and is it 8 grandchildren?
8 grandchildren.
8 grandchildren, and we were talking about high school. Some of them actually go to school with my children.
Well, yeah, I have a granddaughter that's a sophomore, and she's the class vice president.
Oh,
And she was
so
the freshman.
politics are following in the family.
One wants to think that. I also have a very special 16-year-old granddaughter who is. They just did a wonderful article in Naples Daily News last week on her. She is with Boston Ballet. She's full-time contracted with Boston Ballet at 16 years old. So
Oh my gosh! So does
Yeah.
she get you dancing?
she does not get me dancing.
Come on, Grandpa.
No.
Up on your toes?
The old story of 2 left feet. That's me.
Are you sure? Because
I'm
she had to get
positive.
it from somewhere.
Not me.
Not you.
No,
Was
no.
it your wife?
No, I don't think it was.
It wasn't
my wife
her. It
either.
wasn't her either.
Somewhere
Okay.
in the family.
Somewhere in the family.
Right.
So, what is your youngest grandchild then? How old?
Well, the youngest is the freshman at the sophomore at Naples High School.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
Alexis. Yeah,
And she's 15.
yeah, she's
Okay.
yeah.
And what's your oldest grandchild?
And the oldest is 22.
Okay.
And he just graduated TCU last year.
What's
and
TCU? Texas Christian?
University.
All right.
And right now he is somewhere in Italy.
Somewhere in Italy.
Somewhere-
so shout out to Italy.
Matthew,
Matthew in Italy. We hope you see this and you're doing well.
Yeah, he just had saved some money and he's staying in youth hostels and
Oh, wow.
just
Just
absolutely-
exploring.
Yeah,
My brother just came back from Italy. So you see, I mean, the similarities are just rolling here.
Well, yeah,
We got
yeah.
a lot going on here.
which is great. Yeah, but it's a small world. It
And,
really
and
is.
a small world, Naples is kind of a small town in a lot of respects, even though we're big.
It is, and that's something that we don't ever want to forget. People that move here or have just recently moved here, after they hear a little bit, they say, "Wow, it really is a small town," because you still can go places where people will recognize you.
You can still talk to the mayor.
You can always talk to the mayor. Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about.
It is. It is.
Being able to walk in here and say, "Is the mayor in?" And you're not going to get, "Well, do you have an appointment?" or "He's booked for 3 weeks from Sunday." But so it's being accessible. It's being a mayor of still considered a small town.
And Naples has a lot of rich history. A lot of rich history here. In fact, we were talking about my family's history, and you're like, "Oh, I remember
I
that."
remember when Coastland Mall was a driving range, site of the
yeah.
driving range, okay? And there was no Coastland Mall.
I know there was no Coastland, there was no shopping plaza across the street,
Right.
which is where the Blue Caribbean was,
Right,
and that was my
right.
family's driving range. So
Which
you were
was-
here for that.
Yeah, I mean, if you were doing that today, you'd be bouncing golf balls off of cars
41.
on Golden Gate Parkway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although a Topgolf might do well there. You know,
Topgolf would be awesome, but yeah, I think the property's too expensive.
probably. I
know.
would think so. I would think so at this
Sure.
point.
I mean, I remember that, and we talk a little more of history. We moved here in 1973. 2 restaurants.
Two?
2. That's it.
Are they
St.
still
George
around?
St. George and the Dragon, and they,
Yeah, they're no longer
gone.
here.
And one on Fifth Avenue South called Piccadilly Pub. Been
Piccadilly
long gone,
Pub.
long gone. But yeah, and I mean there were some diners spread out, but nothing, and the people that lived here then, when something new would come into Naples, a new shoe store, we knew every business
As
when
they
it
popped
came in.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was incredible. After a while, you couldn't keep up with them anymore.
Well, and then there was the Bank of America on Fifth Avenue was the original Bank of Naples.
Well, Bank of Naples, was the only bank, and that became Barnett Bank.
No relationship to you.
No,
oh,
no relationship.
darn.
But you know what? It was great because there was a name, a symbolization with Barnett Bank and Bill Barnett for City Council.
Well, it worked in your advantage. Yeah, there we go.
It did. Yeah. And so over the years, we have grown, and the city of Naples today is still 19,000 people. We are built out, but we're surrounded by tremendous growth in the county. I don't have to tell you.
No, and I mean we're always like the top healthiest, the top place to
and
live.
Happiest.
Happiest. Are we
Yeah.
pretty happy? I think we're pretty
I'm
happy.
happy.
I'm happy. You're almost in pink. It's kind of a salmon color.
You want to know I mean, this is the real truth coming from
Okay.
a politician.
Okay.
So I have a lot of pink shirts.
Yeah.
I have dress shirts. I've got some casual shirts, but my city shirts, they didn't make one in pink. Or
What?
I would have worn one today for you.
I know you would have, so that's why I'm saying
So
what?
I'm close, okay? This
It's
is,
close.
Would you say this is
It's
like
salmon.
a salmon?
It's a
Yeah.
salmon. Is that what your
Yeah.
wife said? It's salmon?
My wife said
She didn't
I
help with
I
the
didn't have to
wardrobe.
ask her.
Oh, okay.
I really
okay.
could pick this out
You,
myself.
okay.
Yeah. So it's like, sure.
Sure. You got it. You
But
got
I
it.
would have worn pink.
You would. It's the closest thing, and that's symbolic to me. So
Right.
that matters. That
Yes.
matters. So,
Yes.
and that said, we were also discussing some of your favorite animals. You've got a little.
We have a menagerie, yeah.
Yeah. What do you got going on over there?
We have three animals. We have a bulldog named Jaja,
Hmm?
and then we have they're all rescues. Jaja, Ava, and Maggie. Of course,
I see a
Maggie,
theme here.
They're the Gabors. Yeah.
Ah, so what's
And-
with the
and-
Gabors?
Well, because we got Jaja 8.5 years ago, and she was a rescue, and she had a tough first year of her life, and that's what her name was. And we were thinking when we brought her home, we're thinking, I don't know if this is a Jaja or not, but
how do you know if something's a Jaja?
I don't know, just by okay. So we thought it was cute, and so she stayed Jaja, and then the next one was a rescue cat, and it was and here comes this cat that was with a hoarder up in North Florida. There were 60 of them. She spent the first 3 years of her life in a crate. Okay, and
oh my goodness, poor little
she's
thing.
a Maine Coon, and so my wife Chris said, okay, this is Ava. And I knew where we were going.
Oh, at that point it was a done deal.
Yeah, so we had Jaja and Ava, and then another rescue cat, a long-haired Siamese, and she became Magda, or Maggie.
Oh my
So
gosh.
there you go.
So,
That's
but
the
you
Gabor
don't have
system.
some sort of love for the Gabors. You weren't
No,
like
not
a
necessarily.
Green
Just-
Acres fan.
No, but if you get one named something and there are other siblings in the family, it's like then the natural progression is going to be to the name. So that's what happened.
Yes, I understand. My sister has some dogs that are Scooby and Shaggy. So it is what happens. I get you.
Seems to be the way that it
It
goes.
seems
yeah.
to be the way. So you're a big dog lover, big cat lover, animals all the way around.
Animals all the way around. Sure.
Animals all the way around. So that's always good. And what's your favorite thing to do here in Naples after all this time that you've been here?
Play mayor.
I think you do it pretty well because you're like the longest running,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
What is the
I'm the-
stats on that?
Well, the stats on that are
How many times have we been elected mayor?
4.
4.
So I'm in my
4
I'm in my
times, guys.
Fourth term.
Fourth
Yeah,
term.
and they're 4-year terms. So, but you don't. I mean, on a serious note, you don't. It's not like I'm counting them, but I am the longest running and standing. If you want to call me a politician, I guess you can. But
Okay, I'll call you a
In
politician.
the history of Naples, yeah.
Oh,
But
nice.
I still love doing it. I love to cook. Okay, I always have.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Whatever you like.
I love lasagna. Will you make me lasagna?
I can make lasagna, but I do a better baked stuffed Maine lobster or a prime rib or grill master. I mean, I love to grill.
Wow, you're the Mac Daddy of food right here.
Well, the only reason the way that I learned that was I'm an only child. My mother couldn't boil water, okay, and
Poor Mom.
But Mom subscribed to Gourmet magazine, and so when I was 16. I would thumb through her magazines, and when they were vacationing, and I was going to high school or whatever, and they'd go away for a couple of weeks, and I'd take her Gourmet magazine, and I would look for an easy recipe, and I'd find one.
Oh my gosh.
And I'd cut it out, and I'd make it. And that's how
it all started?
Yeah. It's
Oh
clipping
my gosh.
magazines. And so today online is so easy, and I like MasterChef. I like watching MasterChef.
Oh, there we go.
And so it just, my wife is a great baker. Okay, she
Oh.
can really bake, and I don't do any baking. So
Between the two of you,
we
you
have
have
a great
quite the
combination.
fiesta going on.
And then with Blue Zones, I have to talk about being healthy and happy.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Blue Zones, Southwest Florida, and Blue Zones in general really made a difference for us
Nice.
in our lifestyle, and it's living better longer, and so we're into that.
There,
So it's
you're into that.
plant-based and learning how to cook with some different things, and so yeah, I mean it's.
So
fun.
you go home at night and you cook up some wonderful healthy meal, and then you sit down on the couch and you watch. Are you ready for this, guys?
Yeah,
he
go ahead.
watches
Netflix.
Netflix, guys. Netflix.
Well, there's just so much good stuff on Netflix.
It is. You see, because sometimes people are like, "Oh, people are still in the cable," you know.
But you and I, well, I have cable too.
Yeah, I do too.
But you and I said it's like you have to get out of your element. I mean,
Yeah.
so I'm Mayor, pretty much 24/7. It's just
It's who you are.
It's emails. It's who I am and what have you. But at night when it's time for a total get out of your zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't watch the History Channel, and we have to watch something as Chris says, mindless.
Mindless TV.
Yeah.
Who else
Okay.
is a supporter
So-
of the mindless TV, guys?
Yeah, and so you could say to me, tell me something really weird that you watch. Okay, so we happen to like watching The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
Oh, yes, there we go.
It's like, are you serious? And it's like, yeah, it's mindless. It is.
It
And
is.
some of the shows that, you can find some really good things on Netflix. And as I say, we go from MasterChef, Bachelorette. We like Night Shift, which is, like an ER.
Oh, okay.
So it just has to be something that you can
And on
sit and watch.
Netflix, what are you watching?
Oh, now we're watching Ozark.
Ozark.
Oh,
Anybody
my
else an
gosh.
Ozark fan?
If there's any Breaking Bad fans out there. Okay.
Ozark. Okay, Ozark's the thing to watch.
Ozark is, it isn't a Breaking Bad, but there's a lot of similarities. So and it's really good. And then we were watching Frankie and Grace, which was another one.
Okay.
And yeah, they're a little off the beaten track, but just the same, it is something where you can just take your mind off of daily politics or whatever it is you do.
It is.
Okay.
It is. It's
Pinky knows Naples.
Pinky knows-
all
I have
right,
to
so,
stop
all right,
and
I gotta get out
rezone.
of this.
Yeah.
Okay? I gotta wear a different color tonight other than pink, so I gotta get out of that zone.
My husband would like that. It doesn't happen very often.
It does
but
not,
No,
huh?
it doesn't. My
Okay.
closet's overflowing with the pink at this point.
Is
so.
it? Well,
yeah.
you know what? I said to you earlier, I have always liked wearing pink and have never been afraid, even in my
Because
younger
real men
years.
wear pink. Woo-hoo, real
yeah.
men.
Yeah, I've never been afraid of saying, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to be girly or
yeah,
whatever." it is.
whatever the staple is.
I like
yeah.
the color, so it's like, hey.
And you look good in it, I have
well,
to say.
but you don't know because this is like.
But I can
family.
tell. I have
Yeah.
a thing for it,
Okay.
yeah.
You would know.
I
Yeah.
do know. I'm an expert on the color pink, so I know who looks good in it
Okay.
and who doesn't.
Well, good.
How's that
Thanks.
sound?
Yeah. That
Yes,
sounds good.
yes. My husband's wardrobe is getting very full of the pink, so he was.
But he's accepted it.
Yes, he's accepted it.
Okay.
He's got, I have the pink beetle too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big thing too.
Well, because it always reminds me of when I first met you and saw what you were doing and said, "This is so awesome." But it
you.
always reminded me. I was going to say, well, the only other people that I ever knew, and they were friends of mine that would drive a pink car, would be when Mary Kay.
Yep, Mary
used to
Kay,
give-
yep.
Do they still? Did that? Is
I
Mary
don't
Kay still
know.
around?
I think Mary Kay's still around, but I don't know if they still offer. Wasn't it like a Cadillac?
It was Cadillac,
Yeah.
and then they dropped down Okay, well, then I think in the latter years, it wasn't a Cadillac, but it was definitely pink, and it had Mary Kay all over it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we had a few friends here in Naples that did really, really well in the early years selling Mary Kay, and a couple of them earned. That was a
The
pretty
car.
prestigious.
Yeah, it was. Like, if you got the car, you were selling some
So
good makeup.
I don't know if Mary Kay's still in business.
I don't know either. Does anybody know
Somebody
out there?
will know.
Somebody will know if Mary Kay's still out there. Shout out to them.
They'll put it up on FB.
I used to say, I was Pinky, and people would say, "Oh, so do you drive a pink car?" And I would say, "No, I'm not with Mary Kay." And now I'm like, well, now I have the pink Beetles. So, and that was for the American Cancer Society last year. Was Volkswagen was doing that.
Well,
so.
yeah, and the breast cancer awareness.
Yes.
Has always been predominantly
Pink.
Yeah. And
Yep.
there's nothing wrong with it. And it seems like the colors today, each color signifies, the
Something.
purple for Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
Or shelter for abused women.
Yeah,
is
green
purple.
is for organ donations. Yep.
You can
Shout out
pick-
to the organ donations.
Right.
Are you an organ donor?
No. Oh yeah, of course I am. not right now though.
Not right now, not right at this moment, but yes, he's an organ donor. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Good.
But yeah. Oh sure. But yeah, so pink is a great color.
So what would you say, before we end the day here, what would you say is the number one thing people should know about Naples that they might not know?
It's a wonderful place to raise a family. It used to be pretty much senior citizens.
But it's not that way.
You notice our schools are jammed, and our schools are great. Great school system.
Great school system.
I'm talking about
public schools.
System.
That's you had all your kids go through
Yeah.
them. I got my kids in there. I'm very impressed.
And it's just what you see here. It's the people in Naples, Florida, are friendly, and they will look you in the eye and they'll say hello, or they'll say good morning if you're walking down the street. Okay, I'm serious.
It is that way.
And that, if you said to me, that's the number one thing. You have a friendly, wonderful community, great place to work, play, bring up your family.
It is wonderful, and I often
Tell
say
them
that
Mayor
a lot
Bill-
of people.
Mayor Bill sent you, yeah.
Mayor Bill sent you to go to Pinky
Go
and
to-
talk to Pinky, right?
That's for sure.
There we
You
go.
better
So there you
believe
go.
it.
There's your referral. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope that you will share out this video with the fabulous MB, Mayor Bill.
MB, thank you.
Mayor Bill, and thank you guys for joining us. And as always, think pink. And if you need me, I'm at Pinky Knows Naples.
You sure are.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.